Solution. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. I just had to go on real quick, man, because I'm over here listening to Street Knowledge, and I'm trying to break down to him the allegations dealing with this Max B situation. Alright? And I don't think he's getting it. I know they from the same area, the same block. So I get it. I understand. But the facts is the facts. You know what I mean? The facts is the facts. You understand? On your way in, if you got an old device, tap on that screen twice, subscribe to the channel, and share the live. You understand? We gonna make this short and quick because I don't understand why people is drawing this whole situation out and they double dutching over the real fact of the matter. Okay? I don't understand it. I don't know why. I did a 5-piece in New Jersey. You understand? I know how they get down. Was my case similar or the same? No. I got caught in the turnpike, exit AA, Cranberry. I got knocked out in Middlesex County. That's where they knocked me off at. Middlesex County. I was a juvenile when it happened, waved up as an adult. So I did time in the county and I did time in the juvie system. All in one bid. I was a turnpike victim, got caught on exit 88, and I know how they play. Alright, but that's neither here nor there. You understand what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. Right? So, for those who just coming in, yes, we're talking about the Max B situation. You know what I mean? I was just on Street Knowledge, and, you know, I don't know the brother. You know, I show support to the brother. You know, salute to him. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to Street Knowledge. But I don't know why it takes, you know, for me, right, in this situation, it's like people just wanting something to fall from the sky. Yeah, well, Max B told, or even to say Max B, to get up there, yeah, I told, yeah, I this and I that. We already know he's not going to do that. He has a reputation, and he's trying to cover up his reputation. Okay? So now, there was a lot of things that I was putting in Street Knowledge chat, which, again, salute to him. He took the time out to read it. So now, the things that I'm saying, which he got it confused. The first person that had police contact in this Max B situation was Max B. Max B was the first one to have police contact in this situation. Let's just clear that up. The first one. Not after, none of that. He was the first one, okay? And he didn't come into police contact not only one time, twice. First time, he didn't go to jail. Okay? He did not go to jail the first time. Did not. Alright? And even with that being said, the first time they ran down on him, he made a phone call to Jim while they was interrogating him, should I say. This is all public record. Why are we trying to act like he didn't do bad? Call it what you want to call it. Rat, snitch, whatever. He did bad. He ran his mouth in a situation where he should have zipped it. Period. Since when you a street nigga and the situation go down and they run down on you and you are running your mouth instead of shutting up your mouth. The same thing Jim told him. Don't say none, lawyer up. Because mind you, he didn't go to jail. He did not go to jail. He said what he said. He gave up shorty information because Again, I'm in street joint. How do they know where Shorty live at? He talking about, oh no, they went to her mother house in Baltimore. How do they know all that? Shorty told on herself? Shorty clearly said on Vlad's interview, Max B called me to the strip joint that she works at, and that's when she got arrested. Does it take a rocket scientist to figure that out? Again, Max B called her, told her to meet him at the strip club, which is her job, and the boys was waiting for her. And the sad thing about this, man, we all doing this on the internet and all that, and Max B don't give two F's. He's living his best life. It's just sad how dudes are run around and give all kind of excuses. No, he did bad. Did he rat? We can't say he ratted. Did he do bad? Yes. Why he did bad, Bucks? He ran his mouth. That's how. He admitted to his guilt. That's how. It's common sense. If he didn't admit to his guilt, right? Why did he go to trial? It clearly is interviews out there where he's telling the people everything. He admitted he was the orchestrator. Yeah, that was my work. Yeah, I sent such and such. Yeah, I knew such and such had such and such. Yeah, I knew such and such had the man down. Everything. That's what he's telling the people. Like, how y'all not? Like, I don't get it. Humble salute. You already BX in the building. I just don't get it, people. Like, we got to stop dancing around this. It is what it is. He ran his mouth a little too much. Did he rat? I ain't going to go that far, but I can say he ran his mouth a little too much. I've been there and done that. I had a co-defendant. Did my co-defendant tell on me? Nah, but he ran his mouth a little too much. They didn't guess nothing on me. I was just in the vehicle. That's it. I was in the vehicle. All the situation was caught on my co-defendant. I ended up doing jail time. He didn't. Like, come on. The proof be right there. The man got his minutes. You gotta, the minutes means everything. He's on his stand, yesing to everything. Did you know your co-defendant had you already? He said yes. Did you know your co-defendant had the man down? He said yes. Did you orchestrate the robbery? He said yes. So now if you got the co-defendant, like in my situation, I was denying everything. Nah, I don't know nothing. I don't know. That was my stance. I don't know nothing. I don't know what y'all talking about. I was asleep. I was in the car. I woke up. Sirens. Lights. Police telling me to get out the car. And at that time, I was a juvenile. I lied about my age so I can play adult so I can get a bail. El Plug in the building, a.k.a. Mr. Movie, salute. Like, it's getting nasty. People, like, sometimes everything is there for you. You don't have to go around and about to try to figure something out when it's right there. It's right there. It's on public record. That man been on platforms talking about how he ran his mouth, how he admitted to his guilt, how he admitted to putting that play together, how he admitted that Pooh Sims had the gun, how he admitted that he know Pooh Sims did this. Now the biggest question ever is Max B wasn't even there. All he had to say is, I don't know. He was not there. How he know who pulled the trigger? And this thing outside the box. How he know his brother even went? And it's this thing outside the box. So how do he know these things? And it's like when you speaking to people, you know, it's like they looking for this big excuse. So, oh, well, no, he didn't snitch or rat because he didn't put nobody in jail. No, but he made it hard for the person to get out of jail. Because like my case, if I'm denying everything and my co-defendant is not, my co-defendant running his mouth, what's my grounds to fight? I have no grounds to fight. Now I'm just sitting like, wow, I gotta wait for something mysteriously to happen for me to win this case. Like, come on, for those who know, dealing with my case, it was a lawsuit that took place, which was, again, I was a part of. But me being young, I didn't take heed to it. I copped out to an 8 indeterminate. Which I copped out as a juvenile. An 8 indeterminate, I did 5 off it. But I was involved in the case. They had a lawsuit against the state troopers in Cranberry. Cranberry State Troopers, exit 88 on New Jersey Turnpike. They had this one state trooper, he had like, no exaggeration, over 100 people that he done locked up. I had some dudes that I knew that was from down south. They won. And I had some dudes that didn't bite. They took their drink all the way and they fought it. I was one, though that I can beat it, listening to jailhouse lawyers, and I had no shot because my co-defendant already ran his mouth. My co-defendant already ran his mouth. Agent Salute. I already ran his mouth, my co-defendant. So I had no terms to fight. I couldn't stand on nothing. Now I got to look for the best play. And then they did their little research. Boom. Found out that I wasn't an adult. I was a juvenile. So I had to kind of like reprocess that whole situation. So now I had spent like maybe 13 months in the juvie. And I just was tired. Because before I copped out, I had like 3 in already. Even before I was talking about a plea, I had 3 in already. So I went from juvie, my bad, I went from county to juvie, back to county. So at the end of it all, I copped out as a juvenile and I waived myself up. That was the deal. I copped out as a juvenile to the 8 indeterminate, waived myself up, and boom. I had an 8-banger. And off that 8-banger, the reason why I took it, I had 3 in. Mind y'all, I had 3 years in already. So in their mind, how they broke it down to me, when I cop out, I can go home. The 8 indeterminate, you could do from 1 day to the 8. So me thinking how I was thinking, all right, cool. Boom, let me cop out to this. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 in already. I could be out of here. I never admitted no guilt. Why would I admit guilt? Nothing was on me. Not nothing. Not near none. I was a juvie. I didn't play juvie because I tried to get a bail. They didn't give me no bail. When I went to the county, they didn't give me no bail. Why is that? My man was already talking. Yo, this is his car. We went to his house. Even the dude that we had with us, back then, as we get on the road, we had a dude, you know what I mean, who was defending. So not only did defending talk, but my man helped the case by talking first. Because he got caught with everything on him. So neither here or there, Jersey played dirty. Because that was the time, if I'm not mistaken, Jersey had that 1/3. You do 1/3 of your bid. Facts. They got stips out there. So, like in New York, like we'd say a 5 to 10, right? In Jersey, they say a 10 with a 5 stip. That's how they do their time. A 10 with a 5 stip. That's a Jersey bid. A 10 with a 5 stip. And at that time, you could do 1/3. So what happened was, they switched it up to the 85. And what was the argument about that was the feds had that law. 85% of your time. And then I don't know how the state just jacked it. Like Jersey just jacked that immediately. 85. So I fell under the 85. How? I don't know. Probably bad representation on my behalf. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So when we speaking on the Max B situation, if Max wouldn't have said nothing because he wasn't there. He wasn't there to say yay or nay. Just being honest, and my man Mikey B voice, he wasn't there to say yay or nay. He gave description on what took place. He made the case. Listen, I orchestrated it. I sent them here. I did this. I did that. For what? How's that not going out bad? Everything he admitted to, everything Max B admitted to, his co-defendant denying. And I say that because it was similar to my joint. Everything I was denying, my co-defendant admitted to. But he put it on me. And if I was smart enough, I would have played juvenile because I didn't get a bail anyway. So my thing is this, man. We all try to run around the fact of, oh, well, Max B didn't send nobody to jail. Cool. He ain't got to be a rat, a snitch on them allegations. Cool. They both took it to trial. Cool. Nothing wrong with it. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. When Max B first had police contact, which he was the first one, like, what are people trying to double dutch the situation for? He was the first one to get in police contact. And when I'm not from what I'm not mistaken, it was a cab driver. If I'm not mistaken, how they even found where Max B live at. It was a cab driver. I could be wrong, but from what I read, it was a cab driver. Right? So now when they pulls up on him, he hits Jim up. I think they was the next cell. I think from what I heard, it was the next cell. He chirks him. Boom. Now he chirks him while the boys are still there. Max says, "Yo, the boys are right here talking to me right now." Now, mind you, he did not go to jail at this point. At this point, it's just conversation. Jim told him, "Yo, shut your mouth. Don't tell him nothing. Lawyer up." He didn't do that. He proceeded to tell him what took place. This is a fact. He proceeded to tell them what took place. So y'all mean to tell me that's not doing bad? Is that what y'all telling me? That's not going out bad? Then when you read the minutes, and my man China voice, God bless America, he's yesing everything in the minutes. Everything in the minutes, people, he is yesing to everything. In the minutes. Hey, well, did you know Pooh Sims had a gun? He said yes. That right there is enough. That's enough. Because he could have easily said, I don't know. Now, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what took place. Because not only would that have saved him somewhat, even though the female went behind all that and she started telling, but at least they could have fought. At least he could have gave an opportunity for Pooh Sims to have an appeal, because I'm hearing he exhausted all his appeals due to the fact that Max B already put him at the crime scene. And the female, right? They put him at the crime scene because the female said she put dude at the crime scene. He was the trigger man. Max B didn't help. Because Max B's story coincide what Shorty's stories was. That's the doing bad part. For me anyway. Because he didn't have to say nothing. Because he wasn't there. So he pretty much gave himself 75 years. I wasn't there. I don't know nothing. Now he put himself in the driver's seat if what's going on now, if they try to turn the page and blame everything on him. I wasn't there. Ain't nobody could put him there. It ain't like he lying. Somebody said, no, I seen Max. I eyewitness. Nobody. Nobody. So who's the dumb one? You got 75 years for not even being there. Come on, people. For not even being there. He got 75 years. Come on, man. He told them people where Shorty was at. Right? He didn't have to say nothing about that. None of that. Yo, I met Shorty. None of it. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. Because remember, when they first ran down on Max B, they did not take him into custody. They didn't take him into custody. Right? And from what I was reading, the last person they took into custody was Pooh Sims. How Well, we know the female might have told. But how did the well, this is what I'm saying. Everything stems from Max B. By running his mouth. That's going out bad. Because if I'm your co-defendant and I'm saying, yo, I don't know nothing. Then moving forward, okay, cool. They both go to trial. 1609, salute my guys. You had me twisted for a minute, man. I didn't know who that was, man. So now, in my mind, I'm saying, yo, hold on, wait a minute. At the end of the day, if we go to trial, shoot in the building, BX would be next. If we go to trial, right? Ohead, what up, Ohead? So if we go to trial, that still doesn't mean that I didn't say nothing. Because look what happened. He comes back down for efficient counsel. His lawyer did not represent him to the best that he should have been represented, right? And this is one question that I ask. Why didn't Pooh Sims have that same opportunity? Because I'm sure he had a public defender. I'm sure of that. This is why I don't be jacking some of the stuff that Max be doing out here, because your first priority, it should have been, yo, at least let me get you back down to court so you can go to the same route I went. I mean, at least we know that Pooh Sims is denying everything. We do know this. So now maybe he can have the right to take a plea bargain. And that's my point. Why Pooh Sims didn't have the opportunity to come back down to strike a plea bargain as well. Yeah, I know he exhausted his appeals and all that. I mean, come on, man. Ain't it kind of strange? You say, damn, well, you admit to everything and you indicate Pooh Sims where he was the bad guy. That's not weird to y'all? That's not going out bad? Where they asking you in court, did you know Pooh Sims? Yes. Did you know Pooh Sims had a firearm? Yes. Did you know Pooh Sims was a sugar man? Yes. How do you know all that and you wasn't even there? We know Shorty said what she said. Cool. But we talking about what you said. At least Shorty, to me, is more thorough than Max B, because at least she being honest. She told. But she also said the reason why she told. She felt Max B threw her underneath the bus. See, because what people not saying is she said this on Vlad joint. People, Max B called me to tell me to come to the strip joint, and when I pulled up, the boys was there waiting for me. What did y'all understand? Like, I'm over here in this guy chat, street knowledge, and I'm trying to tell him, he's like, yo, that don't make no sense. What don't make sense? Why didn't he call He didn't call. That's what he said. He didn't call her to go anywhere else? For what? She was already acting like she was scared. I'm sure the word already is getting around. So in her mind, that might have been the safest place. People was around, strip club, boom. If anything happened, people's gonna see it. She pulls up to the police. She pulls up to the police. So now, this guy on Street Knowledge, he's saying, oh, police went to her crib in Baltimore, blah, blah. How did they get that information? How they knew her parents lived in Baltimore? Did she tell them herself? Now, mind you, police ain't even got no contact with her yet. How did they know she lived in Baltimore? How? Hello? When Max B was the first one that had police contact. So I'm not sitting here, Q Thomas, salute my guy. I'm not sitting here, man, talking about, Max B is a rat, but I am saying he did bad. He ran his mouth too much. I don't care if he was trying to outplay the law or whatever. He should have zipped it. I don't know nothing. And by right, he didn't. He wasn't on the scene. Can't no eyewitness put him on the scene. I don't know who did what. I wasn't there. And they have audio out there already. Public information where Max B is talking to the people, telling the people how he orchestrated the situation. He's saying it out of his own mouth. How he put the play together. I'm going for Seattle, man. I'll take Seattle. I don't want New England to win nothing. I don't do Boston nothing. Facts. I don't care if it was New England playing New England. A tie. Nobody wins. Yeah, I'm going for Seattle. But you understand what I'm saying, though? People come on, man. And I don't know why everybody keep dancing around it. What it is. To me, salute to the female, man. Because she stood on law. Yeah, you know what? I did bad. She didn't say it to that capacity, but she did bad. She know that. She know that, people. She knows she did bad. And she ain't running from it. That's the only thing that I'm like, all right, cool. At the end of the day, I respect that. Word, I respect that. You know, you got somebody like Max B. He acting like he don't, you know what I mean? He don't respect that. And that's nasty work. Who you got? Oh, I got Seattle winning. I got Seattle winning the Super Bowl. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like it's sad, you know how you know dudes play this street tough guy, you know persona, man, and then when it all goes down, you know you can't you can't stand on nothing, man. You dig? You can't stand on Lord. Make sure y'all go to that, to the post, to my community wall, man. Go check that merch out, man. Grown man thought salute. Go check that merch out, man. You know what I mean? Stand on low. We stand on low over here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You got the female. She's standing on more law than Max B. She admitting that she told. Yeah, you did? She admitting she told. You know? She admitting to it. People, on your way in, make sure you hit that like button. You know what I mean? You got an old device, tap the screen twice. You know what I mean? Make sure you go sub up. Sub to the, to the channel. UNT Network, where we make the network. You know what I mean? Tomorrow we got Hip Hop Talk Weekly. You know, we might go on at 4, or might keep it at 6. But we got that going on tomorrow. Hip Hop Talk Weekly, the Southern Edition. You know, I got a goal I'm trying to reach. You know what I mean? If y'all can, participate in the goal I'm trying to reach. You know what I mean? Via super chat, super sticker, a gift. You know what I mean? However, whatever. You know what I mean? And share the live out. You know what I mean? This is being talked about. You know what I mean? This is just my perspective on what I've been reading and what I've been, been doing as far as dealing with this Max B situation. You know what I mean? Again, yeah, Cash App is up there. UNT Network, $ UNT with 5 5s. Let me see if I can put it in the chat for y'all. Shit is crazy though, man. Like people be trying to duck it and go around. Nah, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. That is the Cash App pinned on top of the screen, people. You know what I'm saying? And I also got a goal set up there, via super chat, gift, whatever. You know what I mean? If y'all can, I appreciate you and I thank you in advance. You know what I mean? Support the channel. You know what I mean? Moving on to better things, man. A lot of people start, y'all got to start tuning in, man, to, oh, damn, to Hip Hop Talk Weekly, man. You know what I mean? It's a dope show. We growing. Come on over and grow with us, man. Come out the bushes. You know what I mean? Come be a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? No malice. You know what I mean? I don't care if you don't like me, you feel I don't like you. I ain't got an issue with nobody. You know what I mean? We getting away from the arguing back and forth. We not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I would never do that, but at this point, it's kind of dry. You know what I mean? It's kind of dry. You know what I mean? So, me and my man Artie, shout out to my man Artie. You know what I'm saying? The Light Side General. You dig? I'm his co-host. This is his adventure. This is, you know what I mean? This is his love child, and he allowed me to be a part of it. You know what I mean? And voila, man. Shout out to my man Renegade Society Production. You know what I mean? Who provide us the music and everything else that come with it. He's my machine. You know what I mean? Salute to him. And I can't forget my man El Plaga 357, aka Mr. Movie. You know what I'm saying? It's always thinking. Can't forget about my Mars. You know what I'm saying? Asia, big shout out to Asia, holding the chat down. Big shout out to NY Nikki Baby, holding the chat down. You know what I mean? It's just that simple, man. Come be a part of something great. You know what I mean? Come be a part of the network over here where we make that network. I mean, you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know, dudes just be hating for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna hate when you see growth? It's growth. You know what I mean? You can't hate on the growth. You know, dudes be hating and they be stuck in the mud. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? But I continue to let them hate. It's all good. You know what I mean? Hey, if anybody else need to hate, feel free to hate on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right with it, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I've been on your channel for over two minutes. What's happening? I've been on your channel for all the 2 minutes. All right, well, salute to you, Mac. I appreciate that. I hope you hit the like button. I hope you subscribe. You know what I mean? I hope you go tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? 050 Bucks is live. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. You did? I appreciate it. That's a fact. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support. You know what I mean? Everything that come my way, I appreciate it. I mean, that's a whole fact. I don't take it for granted, people. Please know that. You know what I mean? I put on dope shows, you know. Here lately, you know what I mean? I'm moving towards doing a lot of pre-uploads. You know what I mean? Salute to the people who be pulling up to the pre-uploads. You know what I'm saying? You know, just keep rocking out with your boy. Yeah, y'all don't be seeing you popping up, old head. Hip Hop Talk Weekly, man, 3 times a week, man. We on tomorrow, either before or 6 o'clock. Come pop out. We talk hip hop. We talking about the South and the West. You know what I mean? The next show is gonna be about Southern hip hop. You know what I mean? Southern hip hop edition, man. You know what I mean? We came out. The last show was the Max B edition. We was talking about this. You know what I mean? It's just every time I turn around, you know what I mean? You hearing people make excuses for what's taking place, and all you got to do is just see for your own eyes what's going on. And hear with your own ears what's going on. Because he tells you. Max B tells you what he did. This ain't nobody making nothing up. This ain't nobody slandering his name. He tells you what he did. Simple as that. He's telling you. He ain't... Hello? You go to the minutes. You got Whack No Hundreds. He coming out with the paperwork. He doing what he doing. But when you read the minutes is not going to lie to you. That's just a fact. The minutes is not gonna lie to you, people. You know what I mean? And I don't know why, you know, people really, you know, they take their time and you know, they, you know, try to, you know, make something out of nothing. But it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, and that's just the fact of it. It is what it is. You know? It is what it is, man. And I don't know why, you know, people dancing around it. Again, he's telling you what he did. You go to the minutes. Artie in the building, Lightside TV, the Lightside General in the building. Yeah, he's telling you what it is, man. He's telling you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't confuse it. He's letting you know what he did. He's saying yes to everything. When they ask him who did what, he's yesing. Did Pooh Sims have a firearm? Yes. Did Pooh Sims commit the... Yeah, he's saying it. I ain't got a lot to kick it. He's telling you, people, what's really going on. It ain't no made up stuff. This is what he's telling you. So for y'all to ignore that, that's on y'all. But don't come up here, you know, like I was just in, you know, street knowledge, and I'm trying to break down what was going on from what I heard, and he's like, shoot my joint down. Like, nah, that don't sound right. What you mean it don't sound right? He called Shorty to the job, and police was waiting for her. That's what she said. What don't sound right about that? She said that on Vlad. People kill me when they get up on these YouTubes and they get in front of this camera and they don't know what they be talking about. I'm not going to speak on nothing. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is what she said out her mouth. Same thing. I told him, yo, listen, Max B was the first one I got in contact with. No, don't even know what he's talking about. Obviously, it's clear. It's clear. He contacted Jim Jones. Police was right there interrogating him while he was on the phone with Jim Jones. Jim Jones told him, don't say nothing, nigga, lawyer up. They didn't lock him up then. He had an opportunity to get away. He didn't do nothing. Like, come on. It's there. It's right there. You can't debunk somebody and say they don't know what they talking about and you ain't even do your research. That information is all on YouTube. It's all on YouTube, respectfully. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to Street Knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But I know he from 140th. You know what I mean? Over there. Listen, I grew up on 143rd, 7th, and 8th. Yeah, I went to PS 92. But if I know if a nigga did bad, a nigga did bad. That's just that. Ain't no... now, it's on me if I still want to jack him. But I'm not going to make no excuse for him. It is what it is. You can't jack that. Especially if you talking about, yo, I'm a street, I'm this, I'm that. If you this and you that, you should know. Yo, listen, I don't know nothing, sir. May I get my lawyer? Period. I don't know what girl you talking about. I got plethora. I got plethora of girls. Oh yeah, that plethora, that merch coming soon as well. Yeah, plethora. Yeah, but I don't know nothing, sir. I got plethora of females. What female you got to tell me? Tell me what you know, officer. Yeah, and my man Artie voice. Yeah, tell me what you know, cause I got plethora of females. What female you talking about? That robbery? Where? What? Now, I don't know what you talking about. So to me, he gave himself 75 years. He built the case on himself. Because there's a lot of information that they didn't even know, people. They didn't even know a lot of the information that he provided. You know what I mean? He helped them out. You know how you sketching? Yeah, he sketched it for them. And boom, now you got Pooh Sims sitting there with an elbow, and you out here talking about you living a good life, and it's like you smearing it in boy face, man. That's the whack part. You talking about you was a street dude. SnowBueno.com, man. NoBueno.com. I'd rather for you to say, yo, listen, I did what I felt I needed to do for me. But don't be trying to debunk the fact that you went out bad. Now, the snitching part, hey, I don't know. I don't got no control over that. I ain't got no control over that. None at all. But I mean, come on. Why debunk anything? What you should have been saying is you don't know. That's it. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't had to run your mouth. Like, you told them everything. Like, really, everything. You orchestrated it. You sent them to go do it. You know he had the firearm. Like, you just told them too much information, man. How people don't understand. They want to, oh, well, if he didn't put nobody in jail, he not a rat. That's not always true. It's not always true. You could have just done bad. You could have just said too much. Same thing we say with them niggas, the Atlanta dudes, man. You start talking in the interrogation room. That's NoBueno.com. You know what I mean? Like the I know there's a lot of people. We just cut from a different cloth. You know what I'm saying? We cut from a different cloth, man, and that's cool. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it at all. You understand me? I ain't mad. It is what it is. You dig? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But what I will say is I wouldn't have went out that way. That's not something that I would have participated in. You know what I mean? I'm sticking to my guns. I don't know nothing. You know what I mean? And that would have just been that. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing else to be said. You know what I mean? What else? What else am I talking about? You know what I mean? What else is for you to say? Your best weapon is you don't know nothing. You can't lie if you don't know. You know what I mean? You cannot lie if you don't know, people. You cannot lie if you don't know. Now, if you know and you get caught in your lie, that's on you. You know what I mean? This is why they say, man, silence is key. Sometimes you gotta be mindful what you say out your mouth. You definitely gotta be mindful. You know what I mean? But yo, man, it's your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back, aka the Dark Side General, man. You understand me? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, Hip Hop Talk Weekly. We might go on at 4 or 6. Either way, it might be 6. But we'll be there. So don't meet us there, beat us there. You know what I mean? Then, we're going to put something together, for the ladies. It's going to be maybe an R&B night where we just talk about R&B and female rappers. You know what I mean? We still want to get together a panel of females where they can give their opinion and they take on, what they feel with this, industry, hip-hop, R&B is going. You know what I mean? From a female point of view. You know what I'm saying? And for the ladies, you know what I mean? This one right here is for y'all, man. You heard?
It's that dark side. For the women who bloom in the shadow. The ones they said would not shine. The dirty sector didn't hold us. It honed us. Speak on it. They said a woman can't make it in the dirty sector. Outside pressure just made me better. These concrete roses broke through the shade. Now watch them worship the empire we made. Bow down. They swore we be stuck, just a story untold. Now the script flipped and we took control. From the dark side corners to the main stage glow. They said the birth is now the whole world knows. I remember the echoes that she won't last long. Turning doubt into fuel, turning weakness too strong. They watch from the sidelines with a skeptical smile as I built my empire in this so-called exile. They was calling angry when I just spoke clear. Labeled me difficult for killing the fear. But the dark side teaches what the light never could. How to make no understood, how to make us feel good. They built their channels on my name and my pain. Reaction videos to my hustle, my game. But the views on your screen can't cash out my dreams. I'm the architect, baby, you just dream to sing. This ain't just a victory, it's a reckoning. Every late night paid off, every silent blessing. They thought the pressure would break my composition. It just added diamond to my intuition. They said a woman can't make it in the dirty sector. Outside pressure just made me better. So much better. These concrete roses broke through the shade. Now watch them worship the empire we made. Bow down. They swore we'd be stuck, just a story untold. Now the script flipped and we took control. From the dark side corners to the main stage glow. Dirty said the birthers were on a whole sector mentality, elevated taste. No time for the fake love or the energy waste. I see you mirroring the blueprint I laid. My cadence, my aura, but the substance is frayed. You wanted the glamour without the grit, without the dark side nights that truly built it. I'm moving silence now. The chat is just noise while you chase the trend. I'm building legacy joys. You got opinions, I got enterprise. You got critiques, I got real prizes. Dark side sharpen me, left edge is so clean. Now every deal I touch turns obsidian me. They love to watch the struggle, they hate to watch the rise. Especially when it's a woman with that dark side in her eyes. They can't relate. They said a woman can't make it in the dirty sector. We hear dark side pressure just made me better. So much better. These concrete roses broke through the shade. Now watch them worship the empire we made. Bow down. They swore we'd be stuck, just a story untold. Now the script flipped and we took control. From the dark side corners to the main stage glow. Dirty sector birthed us, now the whole world knows. Dedicated crime music. They whisper. Dirty sector. They whisper dark side. Now they have to say the name with respect. Turn the lights up. We home.
It wouldn't last. They said we stuck here. They said nobody make it out the dirty sector. Dark side talk. Let's address it. Yo, they talking that hell. They talking loud. They said our name. Dirty sector, we got them solved. Dedicated grime music. They say you can't make it out the dirty sector. Dark side corners, pressure make it tough. Sector members moving up, we elevated. They still talking down while we demonstrating. They say you can't make it out, that's what they told us. Now they call us out, cause the ground got noticed. The dirt to the spotlight, yeah. Dirty sector builders now the world watching. I heard a rapper call it, say the name. Dirty sector, the same one watching every move that we make. Talking like we stuck, like we boxed in a lane. But he mad cause the sector got motion in the name. He said we clout chasing, he said we won't go far. But he's still checking views like a fan in the bushes. You just what you feel, you watch what you doubt. Funny how opinions change when the ground work out. Facts, we ain't lucky, we consistent. Late nights, early mornings, tunnel vision. They critique from the sidelines, comfortable and loud. We build from the bottom where the hate get proud. They say you can't make it out the dirty sector. Dark side corners, pressure make it tougher. Sector members moving up, we elevating. They still talking down while we demonstrating. They say you can't make it out, that's what they told us. Now they call us out cause the ground got noticed. From the dirt to the spotlight, yeah. Dirty sector builders now the world watching. Sector members leveling up, new lanes. Same hunger, new platforms, bigger names. We learn from the chaos, master the noise. Turn trolls to fuel, pressure the poise. They stay comfortable, we stay committed. They joke too long, we stay consistent. Dark side lessons, hard-earned gain. You don't survive here without mental strength. They don't hate you when you stuck. They hate you when you move. Remember that? Yeah. They say we peak early, said it's downhill now. But momentum don't ask permission, it just grow loud. Same people doubt it, now adjust they tone. Trying to tap in, now that the sector grown. You can't gatekeep hunger, can't block real grind. We paid in time, pain focus in mind. Dirty sector scars still show on the skin, but that's proof of survival. Proof we win. Proof we win. They say you can't make it out the dirty sector, but we live in proof that the grind apply pressure. Dark side made it sharper, not bitter, not broken. Now every move calculated, every word spoken. They call us out now cause we moving too fast. Funny how the doubt disappear in the past. From the dirt to the daylight, no favors taken. Dirty sector raisers, now we awaken. Dedicated grind music. They said we wouldn't make it out. We did.
Mikey B, salute my guy. Appreciate the pull up. Yes, sir. Appreciate the pull up. You know what I mean? It's for all my, all my content creators. Don't never let nobody tell you y'all can't do it. Don't never let nobody tell you y'all can't make it out the dirty sector. Don't let nobody never tell y'all can't win. You understand?
Yo, 050 bucks. I see they out here hating. We viral, a cosign make motherfuckers hate. We winning. We winning. Us never them. UNT Network, with a network, make the network. Dark Side General. Let them hate, let them hate. Let them say my name. Cause the hate is real, means we winning, we winning. Salute to my guys. 050 China Brick. Harlem legend, I see you, boy. You winning, keep winning. We winning, we gon' keep winning. Let them hate. Dedicated ground music. Woo. Dark Side General. Yo, 050 bucks. I see that they out here hating. Yeah. Yeah. They watching the metrics, watching it climb. With every new coastline, they losing their mind. The whispers and the chatter, the screams. It's all in the blueprint, it's all in the dreams. They thought it was luck, it wasn't supposed to happen, but this is takeover. Here's the plan. While they talking about clicks, we building a throne. All the hate they gave us turn to stone for the foundation we own. Look at the wave, it's too big to capsize. The hunger is real, hate is realer. A cosign now, we are the sign. Motherfuckers hate when the stars align. They biting the style, but they lack the nerve. UNT Network, what a network makes the network. We winning, we win. It's us, never them. So let them hate, let them hate. Let them say my name. 050 bucks, 050 bucks. Cause the hate is real. Means we winning, we winning. We winning, we gon' keep winning. Keep winning. So let them hate, let them hate. Keep winning. We winning, we gon' keep winning. Keep winning. So let them hate, let them hate. Look, yeah. From the ground up, we built this. In the face of the doubt, we turning up the heat. Shout to my guys holding it down. Through every storm, steady as a rock. 050 China Brim, Harlem legend. I see you, you winning. Keep winning. This ain't just a moment. This is legacy. Talk feed the sector. I'm doing me, no lie detected. Dark side in the building, general of the sector. Dark side, dark side. Where the winners get crowned. And the doubters get drowned. The cosign now, we are the sign. Motherfuckers hate when the stars align. They study the moves, but they miss the soul. UNT Network, we got the world on hold. We winning, we win. It's us, never them. So let them hate, let them hate. Let them say my name. 050 bucks. Cause the hate is real. Means we winning, we winning. Yeah, we winning, we gon' keep winning. Keep winning. So let them hate, let them hate. Keep winning. Yeah, we winning, we gon' keep winning. Keep winning. So let them hate, let them hate. Let them talk, let them point, let them glide out there. Every mention just a boost, my friend. The noise is the proof, the friction is the spark. We in the arena, they in the dark.
Salute to my guys, the ones who really ride, the ones who built the wall from the other side. Now watch the kingdom rise.
Dedicated ground music, winning. We winning, winning. Dark Side General. 050 the movement, 050 China Brim. Harlem legend, we win. Let them hate, let them say. We viral, legend. Winning, winning, we winning. Winning, winning. Let them hate, let them hate, let them hate. We winning, we winning. We winning. Let them hate, let them hate. We winning. We winning.
That's a fact. Hope y'all enjoy the show, man. From my point of view, I ain't calling Max B a rat. I ain't saying Max B snitch. What I am saying is I think Max B said a little too much in that interrogation room, said a little too much to the district attorney, whoever. He shouldn't have opened his mouth. I think he should have just kept his mouth closed. And I think he would have had a better situation for him and his co-defendant. You know what I mean? So from my stance, I just feel Max B did bad due to the fact that He said a little too much out his mouth. And with that being said, man, it's your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back, aka the Dark Side General. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all share the live. And don't forget, tomorrow at 6, I'm going to make it official. Tomorrow at 6, Hip Hop Talk Weekly. Please, tune in. Come out the bushes. Don't be scared. We talking about hip hop. It's going to be the Southern Takeover. Hip Hop Talk Weekly tomorrow at 6. The South is taking over. We'll be talking about the Southern rappers and what the Southern rappers have done. You understand? So make sure y'all beat me there. Don't meet me there. It's your boy 050 Bucks, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back, aka the Dark Side General. And I'm out.